Sean Diddy Combs' trial has commenced, with allegations against him laid out in the first day alongside 2 witnesses being called to the stand. On September 16, 2024, the 55-year-old was arrested at the Park Hotel in Manhattan, New York, and a grand jury indicted him. Combs was ultimately charged with racketeering conspiracy, 2 charges of sex trafficking, and 2 charges of transportation to engage in prostitution, the rapper having denied all charges. On the 12th of May, this past Monday, his sex trafficking trial commenced in Manhattan, and details of the allegations against him were laid out in full in the opening statements. Allegations against Sean Diddy Combs outlined by the prosecution. When the indictment against the rapper was unsealed, it revealed Combs was accused of having abused, threatened, and concurred women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct, alongside using employees' resources and influence of the multi-factored business empire that he led and controlled, to attempt to engage in, among other crimes, sex trafficking, forced labour, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. The indictment describes the alleged abuse towards women and other individuals as a combination of verbal, emotional, physical, and sexual, and states the physical abuse by Combs was recurrent and widely known, referring to the video of him and former partner Cassandra Cassie Ventura in a hotel corridor, which on the first day of Combs' sex trafficking trial, prosecutors forced on Ventura and another former girlfriend, who has remained anonymous. Prosecutors alleged Combs sexually abused women and ran a criminal enterprise, using violence and threats against Ventura's career to get her to perform in so-called freak-offs. 2 witnesses were brought to the stand by prosecutors. Security guard from a hotel with video of Combs assaulting Ventura was filmed. The first witness to be brought up following opening statements was Los Angeles police officer Israel Flores. Flores was working as a security guard at the Intercontinental Hotel in California, where the video of Combs assaulting Ventura was filmed in March 20. He was the officer who responded to the altercation at the time. How he was called about a woman in distress on the 6th floor, the BBC reports. The security guard alleges he went upstairs to find Ventura curled up in a corner, covering her face, and Combs in a towel and socks with a devilish look on his face. Flores says Ventura told him she wanted to leave, but Combs said she wasn't allowed, and he then escorted the pair back to their room, leaving a foot in the door to make sure Ventura could get out before helping her down to the valet. He also reports Ventura having a purple eye, but refusing his offer to call police. Flores also alleged when he and the hotel manager went back up to Combs that the rapper took the hotel manager's phone in fear of being recorded, alongside allegedly showing Flores a bunch of cash which the security guard believed to be an attempt at a bribe, and a claim denied by Combs' defence. The video, which was widely spread online, was played to the court despite the defence's attempt to have it blocked, and photographs from the aftermath of the incident were also shared. Combs' attorney, Tenny Gergros, how you pronounce his name, responds to the video, while he argued domestic violence is not sex trafficking. No, but that still makes you a piece of shit for abusing a woman, so it doesn't matter if it was sex trafficking or not, domestic violence makes you a piece of shit. Simple as that. Witness claiming Ventura and Combs paid him to have sex with Ventura and detailing freak-offs. A 41-year-old named Daniel Phillip alleged he was paid $5,000 to have sex with Ventura while the rapper washed. Phillip claimed he went to the meet-up at the Greer Mercy Hotel in the belief he was filling in for a male stripper co-worker at a bachelorette party, but when he showed up, he found himself with Ventura. Phillip also weighed in on Combs' alleged freak-offs, claiming that would typically occur in New York hotel rooms or the rapper's own residences, ranging from 1 hour to 10 hours. The witness told the court the meetups would sometimes see Combs masked and instructing him and Ventura to what to do. on what to do, but allegedly recording the meetups. One incident, Philip claims Ventura and Combs were in a next door room and he heard what sounded like Ventura being beaten and left in tears, alongside seeing the rapper allegedly drag Ventura by the hair, stating the reason he didn't go to authorities was because he was left concerned for his life, the BBC adds. In response to the news of Combs' arrest, his attorney told Unilad at the time, "We are disappointed with the decision to pursue what we believe is an unjust prosecution of Mr. Combs by the US Attorney's Office." John Diddy Combs is a music icon, self-made entrepreneur, loving family man, a proven philanthropist who has spent the last 30 years building an empire, adoring his children and working to uplift the black community. He is an imperfect person, but he is not a criminal. To his credit, Mr. Combs has been nothing but cooperative with this investigation, and he voluntarily relocated to New York last week in anticipation of these charges. These are the acts of an innocent man with nothing to hide. The trial is expected to last around 8 weeks. If convicted, Combs faces up to life in prison. It's a shame that the federal court system does not allow cameras to be inside a courtroom during their cases, during their trials. And from what I've seen through people who cover true crime on like YouTube, for example, they really wish that cameras could be inside a courtroom during a federal trial, especially when it's a big, massive case, such as the one with P-Diddy. But it is what it is. We are getting some coverage. We are getting some feedback from like inside the courtroom, because there are reporters allowed inside the courtroom during the trial, so at least there's that, I suppose. But if cameras were allowed inside the courtroom, I reckon this would be like the most watched celebrity trial of all time. Probably even beating Johnny Depp and Amber Heard back when they had their trial. I don't know for sure if he's done what he's accused of or whether or not he hasn't done what he's accused of. I can't really form an opinion. I make jokes and stuff like that because why not? But other than that, I don't really have a clear thought opinion on the situation. But I am very interested in the outcome of this situation, that's for sure. I know a lot of people have opinions on this whole Diddy situation and P. Diddy himself. So if you have any comments you'd like to share, then please feel free to do so in the comment section below. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Until next time, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye for now.